he's got in front of Veda Pratama. So Veda lost about 3 places on that lap.
So look at this enormous leading group, Peter. It's Rookies Cup in its most of a reality, but he lets the brakes off, and a few riders really struggling there in the push like this, doesn't it?
Yeah, and Hakim Danish up into 15th as they cross the line that time. So
classic form.
It is, isn't it? Such a totally different race today. Ramadeepa.
Braking zone. I wonder if they hit a wet patch and tuck the front almost, but Mitani lost a place as
he has 1 point at the moment. Un point.
Very nearly nil point.
As we say, the confidence that he got from that superb ride into second place yesterday.
Did Morelli trying to avoid him essentially, or did someone just brake a bit earlier? I'm not sure, but whatever the case. Unfortunately for Hakim, a real shame, because wow, what a blockbuster.
Slots in behind Karpushin. Karpushin has bounced back with the confidence that he has taking
places. Pugliese now slots in the second with David Gonzalez just of a finish. A real Spielberg thriller we were in for with all 3 of them. We're still in for one.
Pole position, erasing the disappointment from yesterday.
Behind Pratama back up to 4th.
And Danish and Pratama are right together
in general, but how good would it have been with top 3 in the championship all battling out for the top 3 positions in... Well then, down through the Omega curve they come.
They're sorting themselves out for the second place in the Cup.
Danish up into 5th now as well. The final part of the race. Still 5 laps to go. A fair way. We'll keep an eye on... Seen plenty of drama over the last 24 hours or so as Uriarte gets nerfed. Danish, he's up into 14th at the moment.
And it looked to me, Danish did a 1
just off the back of this group. He's the real beneficiary of the melee that ensued. Turns 1 and 2 by Beñat Fernandez, not quite from the same part of Spain. One from Santander, one from the Basque.
49. Most of the guys ran with 1:45, so that means it cost him, it cost him 4 seconds.
But it's Pugliese now leading.
The Italian in front of the home crowd, and there's plenty of people to cheer.
Country, almost neighbours basically, in geographical terms, you could say.
That long lap penalty.
Yeah, it really is. It is a proper penalty, mate. No mistake.
Cheer him on this weekend. He wasn't thrilled with yesterday's race at all, but this is his chance to sign it. Well, a great mix of nationalities there at the front of the field, isn't it?
That's why you can't take the mick with the track limits, because it will ruin your race potentially, or in this case, it could potentially
in front of his home crowd. Oh, and he's looking determined. They're weaving and bucking around. Kyrgyzstan leads.
From Indonesia, Spain, Argentina, potentially ruin your championship.
Side by side, then briefly they are, but Brian is so quick into that time. There is he on the brakes, but he gets it turned okay.
We got Veda Pratama, Italy. Zen Mitani, the number 34, up into 9th place now.
Into that right-hander.
Gonzalez has recovered. Gonzalez has recovered. He's in 3rd, just losing a place to Danish there. So Danish, well, this is what happens then. Danish back to his very best. As Pratama was the one who got really pushed back in the latest big shuffle.
Yeah, and as Zen said, his real
3rd place now then. A brilliant move up the inside of Karpushin at the penultimate turn. And he moves alongside Brian Uriarte, looks up the inside of Curvone, but thinks better of it. Well, with...
The problem is qualifying. He came off the 6th row of the grid today from 16th, and he said it's
such a great drive through there that he's almost catching up to both Veda and Brian out front. 1st place in the championship lost. Danish now really wants that 2nd place to move up into the...
It's just very hard when you come from the back like that, but he's he did a superb job.
A 1:44, the first one that we've seen of the race so far then, and it is Gonzalo, the 3 World Championship win.
And it still is the number 31 in front, Guilherme Pugliese, the 16th. Yesterday in the wet, he got up to 5th place. I wonder if he can do the same thing today.
Gonzalez on a mission. Here is Hakim Danish, 14th place at the moment. He is closing.
Your old Italian.
We are all concertinaing up, aren't we, Veda Pratama? Christian Daniel Jr. in 11th spot at the moment. Tinez just behind him in 12th. Those two been closing steadily on the riders in front of him, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I'm just off the back. Marco Morelli 6th, Mitani 7th. Karpushin's there as well. He biding their time a bit as we look towards the front of the race still. Karpushin, the rider who's really...
No, he's lapping at a very similar pace for the men in front, but of course he's got to go quicker.
He had the crash yesterday with Veda Pratama, and that, which, you know, very unfortunate. No long lap for Karpush. Wanted to stay out front. He's happy to lead and do all the legwork. Morelli just behind him with Gonzalez too, and
it's almost the same lap time as Uriarte and Pratama in the front.
he can only hope for some misfortune. I mean, that was a pure racing incident when there's that many riders in such a short, literal space. You know, Beñat Fernandez doing a late braking in towards turn one as well.
And as we've said,
To befool the two title rivals ahead of him, which is always in the realms of possibility. Things are going to go wrong, aren't they?
And fastest lap of the race so far for Gullit so many times. You know, the guys don't have to muck each other up. Now this is a place where you don't need the slips.
But they are looking very, very strong out front, both Uriarte and Pratama. They have basically...
Planck, the Frenchman, in 10th place.
And then Kermantinez, the Venezuelan, had that yesterday.
Seemed like you did it at Mugello, and you can get away. You know, at the moment there's no real sign of it.
He's been in the top 3-4 positions the entire race, the only riders to do so. They as well, 146.5, we're substantially slower than yesterday, but with the wet patches around.
A huge group, all the way, the top 15 down to Ewan Van Kruyten are in.
They are just on another level here.
Yeah, so Uriarte. Now this is the opposite, of course.
It's no surprise.
Yeah, as you say, it's all concertinaed up very much, hasn't it? There's only the battle for the lead, but it is possible to break the advantage here and get clear. What happened yesterday, which was Veda leading all the way, and Brian Uriarte watching, you know, a couple of seconds, covering the top 19 or so.
Carter Thompson up into 12th.
Let's see whether Karpushin can do it. It's Morelli in second place again. He's got Gonzalez, Uriarte, Fernandez. What he was doing, where he was going, and picking just the right moment on the last lap to pass. Now this time,
off place yesterday, he finished up in 6th position. That is a really, really good ride.
Have a deeper ride on his tail.
And Uriarte's got to be careful because he's got a track limits warning. One more infraction, he'll have to.
It's Veda who is watching Brian to see where the Spaniard is quickest.
Morelli's also recovered from the Australian up from 12th position. He said, it's all right. Yeah, and I bet it is. He'll go through the long lap penalty lane. Same goes for Lucas Brown, 29 in 17th place at the moment. But then after being completely pushed wide a few laps ago now, he's kept it calm. He's back up. Do you think anything less than a podium is not satisfactory for Carter?
No, indeed. He needs to. Yeah, and I saw Karpushin get precious close to the green at the bottom of the track on that.
4th position. It's now a leading quartet. You've got Beñat Fernandez leading the chasers just behind.
To just have that great result at the end of the season that he's, you know, he had some really superb lap. He may or may not have touched it. Marco Morelli in second place.